Hey, this is Gengar here, and well, I really shouldn't call myself Gengar because this video really isn't going to be your my typical video. Anybody who's like actually stopped by and watched me, which I'm an indie um, YouTuber and VTuber, whatever you want to call me. So I haven't, I just started recently, so there hasn't really been a lot of people that have viewed me, but the people that have viewed me, they know that usually I'm kind of like in character, and I portray a Gengar that's just, playing video games and everything else. And recently, I've I've kind of stopped streaming, and I've stopped making YouTube videos, and I just wanted to come on and just kind of like explain exactly why I have stopped and what's exactly been stopping me from putting out content. Because if you look at my past videos and stuff, I was really pumping them out. I was every day I was streaming for a good week or two, and it wasn't because I got burnt out. A lot of people probably would think like, yo, Gengar got burnt out. He just burnt out, burned himself out, putting videos every day and just got old. But that wasn't the reason. That's not the reason why I stopped. And to explain exactly why I stopped, I have to, explain a little bit about myself. And to, growing up, I, grown up in high school or whatever, I don't know if any of you, actually view my Twitter or not, but I put down, demisexual on my Twitter. And growing up, I was pretty much, asexual. And I didn't really connect with a lot of other high schoolers, male high schoolers, female, whatever. I just didn't really connect with people. And that was because, a lot of it was, just really sexually frustrated teenagers. I would, hang out with my friends, and my friends would be like, yo, Mary Sue over there, oh man, she's hot, and you let me tell you what I would do to her. And when they would describe that to me, I just would feel really awkward and really uncomfortable. That's actually the only word that I can even describe of what it actually made me feel like. Just uncomfortable. And it got to a point, going, even actually this even probably started in middle school, to be honest. So, growing up, people started to bully me because they thought that I was gay. At the time, I didn't really know if I was gay, straight, whatever. I really didn't care. It wasn't until after high school that I realized that there's a thing called, asexuality, and I thought, guess I was just ace, and it wasn't until, I met someone really special to me that I realized I was demisexual. But back to the point, I was just horrifically bullied because people just did not understand how I was, and they thought I was gay for it. And they just, I pushed into lockers. People, you look at these, high school dramas, and, you look at the bully kid, and, that's exactly how it was like. I can't, most shows I just, really connect with, the bullied kid, because it's like I lived through that. well, so fast forward to now, to Twitter. Um, when I first joined, I was like, I joined Twitter and tried to be a VTuber because I thought that it would be good for me. Because there's a lot of people, I've noticed a lot of people that join to be VTubers, to be, whatever else they want. They go, oh, I want to be it because I want to make money, or I want to be a VTuber because I want to be famous. I became a VTuber because I wanted friends. That's like the number one goal, like friends. That's what I wanted more than anything because I saw this community. I was like, man, this is really cool. I can I can hang out with people, that like share my same interests as me. We could talk about anime. We can, play video games together. Do collaborations. All this really cool stuff that I was just really, really honestly excited for. And then I started to actually browse Twitter and do interactions on Twitter. And I kind of really seen like what Twitter is. And to sum it up, to really, really flat out say it, the reason why I, feel uncomfortable, or whatever else, going back to high school, me being uncomfortable because of, people would constantly ask me like, oh, do you find her attractive? Do you find them attractive? Why don't you want to have sex with this random person? You're so weird. I came to Twitter and I feel like it's the exact same thing. I go on the stream and all I see is literally just I don't even know what the word, like it's like horny spam. That's the best word for it. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh, but Gengar, we tag our stuff. No, you don't. You don't tag it. Because what? You think just because you put Sexy Sunday, hashtag Sexy Sunday, that makes your mommy milker's tag or whatever okay? Like no, it don't. It just makes me uncomfortable. Well, Gengar. Well, yeah, I mean, we're just having fun. Why you gotta be a party pooper? Yeah, that's what I kind of feel like I'm being told. It's like I'm the guy that doesn't know how to have fun, and I'm the guy that is raining on the horny parade when I don't want to be. I don't want to be like that, but if I go on stream, or go on the Twitter stream, you guys can sit there and you guys can all collect together and group up and hate on people who hate lolicon, or you guys can group up and all hate on people who like Donald Trump. You guys can all group up and hate on some of the craziest bizarre things and witch hunt all these people. And when I say something like, hey, you guys being horny all the time, triggers me, then all of a sudden, my trigger becomes invalid. And that's kind of counterproductive from what I've always been told, because I was always told that my feelings are always valid, that my triggers are just as valid as anyone else's. But since my triggers have to do with people constantly just being horny 24/7, well, it doesn't matter anymore. That don't matter. It don't matter to people that, my trigger is that, when I go on Twitter and I see a untagged porn gif from a safe for work account. Oh, but Gengar, then don't follow pages that, have not safe for work on their page. That's funny. It's funny that you bring that up, because I've followed pages that are safe for work, but they'll still post it. Well, let's take, for example, just a few days ago, right? There was a lolly account, VTuber, that got canceled because a lot of people collected together and was like, oh my god, she's a lolly, a not safe for work lolly VTuber, so let's all go and cancel her. So I go to her page to see, because I want the inside scoop and everything. So I go to her page, and what I seen kind of shocked me, because she was supposed to be a lolly VTuber not safe for work. So I was expecting, lolicon, just, everywhere. And, like, I'm not all about that. So I'm prepared to get grossed out. And I go through her stream, and do you know what I found? I found Final Fantasy 14 screenshots. That's all. That's all I found. Final Fantasy 14 screenshots. Tons of them. Over and over and over. There might have been some sexually suggested things, but nothing that screamed out like, oh, I'm horny, please screw me. Nothing like that. And she was supposed to be a not safe for work account. So what this tells me is that it does not matter. It does not matter at all if someone says that they're safe for work or not safe for work. Because anyone can just, decide that they want to be safe for work one day and then not safe for work the next. It doesn't matter. That following specific accounts that are safe for work or not safe for work does not matter at all. And even if I made sure that I followed every single profile that was safe for work, all it would take for me to see a woman choking on her own breast milk would be for someone to like the post that I'm followed. That's all it takes. And that really sucks. It really does. I just really was so excited and happy and enthused about this community and about doing this, because this is so cool, and I still think it's still cool, and I still enjoy it, but I just feel like there was that fire burnt out really quick, because I just come on Twitter and I feel like I just don't fit in. What am I supposed to say to someone that post a picture of they're in a chat and they're just talking about who they would rather, screw. Like what VTuber they would like to screw. Well, Gengar, it's not like that with every tweet. No, it's not like that with every tweet. But it's with it a lot. It's with it so much, all the time, every day, that it kind of zaps my energy. Like, to the point where I'm like, why am I even on here? Why am I even trying to, like, make friends on here? And then, another thing that comes to mind with how it makes me feel uncomfortable would be false positivity. I have never, ever came onto any social media platform that has such fake positivity as Twitter does. I mean, it is astonishing about how VTubers just sit cross-legged in like a little circle, like as if they're playing Duck Duck Goose, and just circle jerk each other off. Like that's literally all it is. Like the VTubers, most VTubers I've noticed, they're only fans of each other. And I know that it may come as a surprise to, a lot of people, but VTubing, if you really want to take VTubing seriously and actually want to get partner or affiliate or, or just do, YouTubing as a main hobby or join Hollow Live, there is a competition to it. Oh, yeah, I know. I said the C word. Competition. Yes. VTubing is a competition. I know it pains you all that you all can't, with the power of friendship, that you all just join together and become, one, like, Transformer Megatron looking Zord, and that you all can be just one giant entity famous together. But no, it's not like that. It's not like Highlander where there can only be one, but everybody is potentially fighting for views. For example, when I upload this video, there's going to be people that is going to view it. And guess what? That means that when they're viewing my video, the people that may be a VTuber won't get that view. I will get that view. Not them. Me. So there is a competition to that. And I know that, the VTube community is like, oh, we're just super positive. No, that's not being super positive. Telling someone that everybody is going to win, that everybody's going to become first place, isn't being super positive. It's just being stupid. There's no other word for it. You're just being stupid. It has nothing to do with being positive. If someone that I know becomes more popular than me, if someone I know becomes Twitch affiliate or is able to make YouTube a career, I'll be happy for them. Like, that's great, that's awesome. But that doesn't mean that I can't compete. There is such a thing as friendly competition. That is a thing. And people just don't, they just hide that word competition like as if it's a taboo. Like it's just like, oh no, Gengar, don't say the C word. It's a really bad word. Like, no, their friendly competition is a thing. And when someone asks for, critiquing or just asking for something like, hey, what can I do to make my YouTube video better? What can I do to make just me be more interesting? What is your advice? And most VTubers, they'll reply with, well, first, you are doing great, and even if you only get one view at a time, you're still gonna make it into the VTuber community, and you're gonna do awesome, and you're gonna do great, and get famous and everything. Like, no, that's not helping somebody. That's just giving, like, you're giving them false hopes and dreams. That's like me, alright, going to a casino, and then me going to everybody on the slots. Instead of saying good luck, I go, you know what, sir? Your day is today. You're going to win $100,000. And they just go, they look at me and they go, oh, Gengar, really? And I go, yes. You're going to do it. You're going to win $100,000. No ands, no ifs, no buts about it. And then they go, oh, Gengar, you have so much faith in me. And then they play, and then they spend all their money. And they just put money and coins after coin after coin. And then they've been in there for like 24 hours. And they go, oh, well, I didn't win $100,000, Gengar. I lost more money than I won. I thought you told me, you said that I was going to win all this. And then I go, oh, I'm sorry. You know what? Tomorrow's a better day. That day, tomorrow you're gonna win that $100,000. Tomorrow you're gonna be great. Like, no. What about I told the person that was on the slot, going, oh, well, maybe don't spend your whole life savings into the slot machine. Like, do something different. Like, no, you can give advice and critiquing somebody without being mean about it. That is a thing. If you look at a video and the person is asking for honest advice, and you just tell them, you know what, you keep going, you little VTuber, you cute, you're just so cute, your design is so cute, you're just going to get so many viewers. Like, if you tell them just that, that's not critiquing somebody. That's not giving them any advice to help them as a VTuber or their content. Yeah, you sucked them off. Great job. A for effort. 100%. A plus. Like 100 out of 100. You did great. Sucking them off. But did you help them at all? No, you didn't. You didn't help them all. You don't give advice. And you know, in the VTuber community, that is like what they love to do. They don't give advice. They don't want to help. They just want to say that everybody, through the power of friendship, is going to be popular and famous. Like, that is what they want. That is what they that's the whole thing with them. Like, it's crazy. I just don't understand it. How, if I became, like, ended up getting, you know, a lot of subscribers or something, and someone asked me to give them an honest review on their channel, I would give them an honest review. I wouldn't sit there and tell them that they're doing great when they're not. It's not being mean. It's just being selfish or something. I don't know. Maybe, you know, maybe I don't fit in on Twitter. You know, maybe my triggers when I go through stream and I see people posting, this or posting that, maybe my triggers aren't validated. Maybe I am the crazy one. I just, it just makes me sad. It really does. It makes me sad that I was so excited to do this, only to come to here now to make this video and feel like I won't make no friends here, because there's just nothing I could connect with somebody with. And if I do, if I do make a friend, it'll be a miracle. So, I know you're thinking like, Gengar, you can't ask me to never be lewd on stream. You can't ask me to do that. And I'm not asking you to never be lewd on stream or never to be horny. If you feel that Twitter is Twitter is for everyone. And if you feel like you need to express yourself in that way, then fine. That's great. I am happy for you. If you feel like you need to express yourself in a sexual manner 24/7 and just hump every VTuber that you can, find, fine. Okay? I'm happy for you. But what I am asking is when you post a tweet, consider thinking maybe, like, not everybody wants to see your mommy milkers. Not everybody wants to see you choking on your own breast milk. Not everyone wants to see you getting pissed on, okay? Not everyone wants to see this stuff. And it grosses me out. I know it has to gross other people out. So, and before you say that I'm hating on kinks or anything like that, if that is what you're into, fine. That's great. Different strokes for different folks. But why do I gotta see it? Because you're wanting to be like that. Why do I gotta see it? And I know you could say, oh, just block and move on. Just block and move on, Gengar. Well, I've tried that. And guess what? It just always ends up repeating itself over and over again. There's so many people that are like this. There's no escaping it. So, I hope this video, I hope it reaches out to people that maybe feel the same way. That maybe, maybe I'm not the only one that feels like this. That feels like, they are just on Twitter and they're just trapped or something. Like they don't know how to speak, or they don't know how to say hi. But they don't know how to go to a tweet and like really know how to talk to people, because they're doing all these, thigh reveals or they're doing all this, this reveal or that reveal. I'm taken in real life, and I don't really want to see your thighs. Okay, I'm sure they are perfectly great, but the only thighs that I want to see are either fried chicken thighs or my girlfriend's. So, like, please, just, before, I know that you may even have a lot of, fans that are just, panting like a dog to, just, constantly check and stream. They look at the ceiling every night and they just go, God, I can't wait till they post something lewd again. I know that you have those fans, and I do, but I know I'm not the only one that thinks like this. I can't be the only one that thinks like this. So, anyways, I made this video for me, and I just wanted, to try to maybe connect with someone, just one person that, somehow feels the same, or they think the same. If I could just meet that one person, I would be happy, I made this video for me, and I really wish that I could say, like the video, for more quality content, but I really hope I don't have to make something like this again. I really hope that, I don't want likes on this video. I don't want, for you to subscribe because of this video. I want to be able to, like, go and stream more and be like how it was when I very first started out, that week or two that, I was just like, oh man, I'm going home from work and I'm going to stream Assassin's Creed, like, that's what I want again. So, but until I can figure something else with Twitter, it just, that community, I just don't know if it's for me. So, thank you for listening. My name's Grudge the Gengar. So, if you guys want to, watch my other videos or come see me on Twitch, follow me on Twitch, or follow me on Twitter, rather. So, thank you again so much for listening, and I really hope you have a nice night.